My name is Lucy Bogari. I'm currently in a transition phase from being Deputy Secretary for Department of Foreign Affairs to taking up a posting overseas. I had been acting secretary from 2012 to 2013. I brought up the fact that I am outgoing Deputy Secretary Policy for the Department of Foreign Affairs because that's the longest in which a position that I had held in my chosen career field in the public service. I held that position up to this year. It would be my substantive position for 10 years. I got to that position because of a number of things that that brought about this opportunity. One of them was my own sheer determination to get to a position that that was at that level, at a leadership level, where I could contribute in a meaningful way to the foreign policy management of this country. So for me, it was my own sheer determination, my own confidence, my own belief in myself that a woman can be as good as the male counterparts amongst which a woman can find herself. The other thing was that I had a support network, and support network is very important from not only women but also male colleagues who actually believe in you, and people that are like-minded and people who see your qualities and value the contribution that you can make. So I also had very good support network, not too many, but to my mind I recall two who were always there to encourage me and let me know. One of them was somebody that I had worked with earlier. He was my senior colleague and who recognized that there was value in what I had to contribute. So he was a mentor, as it were, to me. My parents were also very supportive in terms of making sure that I had the right education. The early formative years were very critical and very crucial to set me off in the right direction. They had foresight because they didn't leave the learning in the classroom, but when I came home, they were always very interested to be engaged and involved in what my learning was. I have definitely observed that women bring different qualities, and especially in my field, diplomacy, I find that women have more patience, they have the ability to convey a point, strong point, but in a way that is comforting, comfortable, acceptable to the other side and in the wider contribution that they are making. So women have actually the ability to convey and communicate messages in a very different way to men. Very huge challenges. Women can be misinterpreted, women can be stereotyped, and I think this is a cultural, it's actually influenced by cultural setting in which we find ourselves. I find myself. I find that sometimes I'm in a room of men and I'm saying something that men seem to all think alike, and I'm saying something completely not in the same, on the same track or trend as what the men are saying. It's completely different. And I find that they are afraid to see a different point of view. And so I just have to be persistent in the point that I'm making, but find different ways and creative ways to make my point to the male colleagues. And that's a challenge. I've had huge challenges also. I haven't had all highs, but I've had lows. And the challenges that I have had amount to even moves being made to remove me from the position. And that's because of my fearless determination to speak the truth for the good of the organization. And sometimes that's not welcome. Oftentimes, I'd say, not welcome. And I have had, on 2 occasions in the whole 35 years, and I won't discount a third one coming, but in the entire 35 years of my public service career, mainly in the Foreign Service, I have been pushed aside. I've had to go to the Public Service Commission. I've had to do that twice, and I've always won my case. There was no case. I was just pushed aside, and I wouldn't discount a third one coming. It's very important that, first of all, they must know who they are, believe in themselves, believe in God, believe in yourself, and believe in those who believe in you. And try to always be one step ahead. One step ahead. Because if you're with the crowd, the chances are that you will be pushed and trodden because you're a woman. Women must always try to be one step ahead. Make every effort to know what you're doing. Make sure that you know what you're doing, you're competent, you're comfortable, because if you're just unsure of what you're doing, you're going to be pushed down. Believe in yourself. And you will find that in the office environment, sometimes there's a deliberate move, deliberate attempt to hold back information from you. And you must always be one step ahead. You must make it your business to know what is going on. Not that you want to be a sticky bag, but you must know.